things are not looking good whatsoever here. We were going to have a 6-man tag team match, Markiplier, Dan2DM, and Jacksepticeye all taking on the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. But as we can see, Mark and Dan completely being decimated backstage earlier on. Dan2DM thrown through that stage light, man, that's gotta hurt. Markiplier was put through the table by Springtrap, and it's just not looking good here. I mean, this right here completely knocked Dan2DM unconscious here. Nightmare hitting the end of dreams. Dan2DM suffering a concussion after his head hit the concrete. Markiplier being put through a flaming table, and you gotta wonder, how well can Jacksepticeye do alone? Because he's going into this completely alone against the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. It can't be good for him whatsoever. But regardless of the circumstances here, he refuses to quit. He's got that Irish in him, the love to fight, and therefore he is going to compete despite the odds being completely stacked up against him here. Gotta respect that no matter what. Sadly, nobody else can make it to the PWS show here, so unfortunately, Dan and Mark were the only other options, but the problem is they have been completely injured. Markiplier and Dan2DM, they both suffering third-degree burns, and Dan2DM added onto that, ended up getting a concussion after being hit with the end of dreams on the concrete. It's just not looking good. But could Jacksepticeye pull it off? I mean, it would be a big upset if he could somehow take on Springtrap, Nightmare, and Freddy Frostbear all by himself. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. But here they come. These guys, they just wanted to assert their dominance straight away. Nightmare and Springtrap here, and here's their leader, Freddy Frostbear. Obviously, he was the mastermind behind setting up the attack there tonight. Some may call it a cowardice strategy for the Five Nights at Freddy's crew to attack the competition, putting them on the shelf before the match even starts. But when you think about it, it's actually smart strategy. They want to assert their dominance early on here, showing that they are a force to be reckoned with, and that if you get in their way, you're gonna get hurt. Dan2DM and Markiplier, you know, jumped or not, they felt it now. And the Five Nights at Freddy's crew, they just want to completely assert dominance here tonight, and thus they have done so far. They're ready to go. And I mean, the crowd aren't loving them, but that's to be expected. And this match is about to get started. Jacksepticeye not gonna back down. He's gonna go for a right hand, but ooh, already being shut down straight away, getting hit with a clothesline. And Freddy Frostbear already stomping away, and this isn't looking good for Jack at all. I mean, things could be worse, but still, it's not looking good. Freddy Frostbear with a fireman's carry roll onto Jacksepticeye. And, ooh, and a massive double foot stomp from Nightmare. Jacksepticeye should probably just stay down for the count, as he's been hoisted up and slammed with a power bomb. It's being whipped off the ropes now. Jacksepticeye standing his ground there, but, even so, standing his ground did not work. Not against Nightmare, it won't. And Jacksepticeye, oh man, this is just a decimation at this point, and a reverse chokeslam. The Five Nights at Freddy's crew are completely showing why they are the most dangerous threat here on PWS straight away, as Nightmare is hammering the knees straight into the midsection of Jacksepticeye, and this is not good whatsoever. And Nightmare, massive running knee to the face. And you gotta think, should Jacksepticeye just give it up already? But regardless, he's not gonna quit. Five Nights at Freddy's crew. There it is, the backdrop leg drop combo, and oof, almost like a guillotine of sorts. Jacksepticeye trying to roll out of the ring, but it's not gonna work. Freddy Frostbear not allowing it to happen whatsoever. And oh man, and just getting his head stumped, and this is just completely unfair at this point. Freddy Frostbear just clubbing him now. Jacksepticeye has no hope right now, and it's only gonna get worse here. What are we looking for here? Freddy Frostbear and Springtrap setting up a buckle bomb enziguri combo, and Jacksepticeye is in a world of hurt right now. Can he somehow fight back? Like, in any way, can Jacksepticeye find a way to fight back? He's just taking a barrage of assaults right now. But he's fighting back. A knee to the gut. Clothesline. Jacksepticeye not gonna quit. Another clothesline. And a third clothesline. He's not gonna quit. Going for a fourth, but no. I mean, the love to fight is there for sure. But even so, Jacksepticeye completely just getting overwhelmed at this point. And Springtrap. Snapmare takeover. And that kick to the head, man. And it's not looking good whatsoever. And oh my god. Jack just completely launched, man. And Nightmare is being brought back in here. And he just clubbed him. And Jacksepticeye just busted open. He's completely bleeding right now. And Nightmare just... I mean, the fact that Jacksepticeye can even stand right now is impressive, but not for long, as Nightmare just stomps his chest in. There's gotta be some internal bleeding going on, at least by now. The bear hug spinebuster, and things are just getting worse. And it's gonna be it. The Fight Nights at Freddy's crew, their finishing maneuver, and it's just, my god, it's like that, it's a Doomsday device, but with a cannonball instead. Much more brutal than the original Doomsday device, and it's over for Jacksepticeye, but no! Jacksepticeye refuses to quit. Freddy Frostbear a little stunned, sizing him up. Is a little impressed that Jack is still in it. He's sizing up for something, but no, Jacksepticeye blocks, and a massive big boot, Jacksepticeye. And here it is, flow over neckbreaker. Is Jacksepticeye actually gonna make the comeback of a century right now? Can he do it? Right hands, and just completely throwing Freddy Frostbear. Double shot to the gut, forearm shot to bam! Freddy Frostbear being completely knocked into a corner. Jacksepticeye, he's going for it. Shotgun drop kick, and the tide is completely turned. Jacksepticeye is making the comeback of a century here. Shoulder tackle, the Nightmare off the apron. Yeah, and he catches Springtrap in the head open enziguri. The Five Nights at Freddy's crew completely weighed out. Freddy Frostbear is still stunned from that onslaught of offense. Nightmare and Springtrap are completely down. Jacksepticeye, the strength! And there it is, the Ireland's Call connects. His finishing move, and it's gotta be it. No, Nightmare just saving it. Man, Jacksepticeye somehow making an insane comeback here. Delivering a right hand to Springtrap, but don't turn your back, Jack, and oh man. And that's what happens when you turn your back on the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. Jacksepticeye. And this is just not good. Just as it looked like Jacksepticeye might have somehow managed to win. And then it's just been completely shut down here. What are we gonna see here? Five Nights at Freddy's crew. Oh my god. Freddy Frostbear being hoisted up. And there it is, the Tower of Doom Superplex. Another nice combination move by the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. Their teamwork is unmatched for sure. And Springtrap, spraying some sort of mist in Jack's eyes and hunts him in the head. And surely that's it. Jacksepticeye, I don't think he can kick out of this, right? No, there was no hope. The Five Nights at Freddy's crew asserting dominance straight away here on episode 1 of PWS. I mean, it was to be expected, right? I mean, what could Jack really do against them? Jacksepticeye, against all the odds, did manage, okay? He did manage to make a comeback. He managed to fight back, and almost, need I say it, folks, almost managed to win. I mean, but the odds were stacked against him, and that concludes episode 1 of PWS, folks. Dan TDM and Markiplier are completely out with injuries at the moment right now. Sucks to be them, but hopefully Dan and Mark will be recovered in the near future to compete. We don't know if Jacksepticeye is injured or not. Only time will tell. The Five Nights at Freddy's crew have asserted dominance right now, so anybody better stay out of their way, otherwise they're gonna get hurt. And I have been Mr. Pizza. I will catch you all for the next episode of PWS.